Hi, how are you? It is 6:47 p.m., 18:47 hours, 24th of June 2025, Gregorian, a Tuesday, and hot temperature outside. Inside, hot. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Alrighty, I'm back with another sleepy time story time. Oh, I guess I can call it a story time. But see this as bedtime stories if I decide to put this in the public. I may leave it unlisted. My cousin Allie inspired me. I like the name Allie. You know why? Because of the actress Allie McGraw. Yeah. Because check out the movie Love. What is it called? Love Time? No. Love Song. No, Love Story. Love Story. How can that such a simplistic name? Love Story. Oh, with Ali McGraw and the guy. He's popular too. And such a good love story. You're gonna cry. I cried. I cry every time I watch it. I cry every time I look at The Way We Were. I wrote a script for Love Story 2.0 that I wanted to star in with Eddie Griffin, the comedian. Because you hear this, go on tweet this to Eddie Griffin. Um, I'm not on Instagram. I have an Instagram, but it's not active. If he wants to DM you about the script, let me know. I can email it to you. Just email him a portion. I think it's really, really a great updated love story, but the chocolate version, Duality, Ebony Ivory, I digress. But I wrote the cousins, pardon the typos in here, Jesus, cousins for you, and you Facebook messenger me and said, tell me about my mom. Now, my first thought when I saw that, I'm like, well, I wrote cousins. Maybe I didn't write about, because I don't remember, even though I saved it. Because once I get to typing, I'm just typing, I get even edit and proofread the thing. But I thought it'd be a great anthology, cousins, and all the cousins write their part in the anthology coffee table book, cousins. I hope no one bites this. Oh God, people bite your idea. Don't steal. Well, credit me if you steal. Give me the cute little piece of cash app coin. But I don't know if that's even on the market. I'm gonna look and see if there's a cousins anthology where all the cousins write something in there. How cool is that on the coffee table at the family reunion? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I enjoyed writing that, and yeah, you had to make that thing come on life because that can keep on and on and on. Volumes, chapters. Each cousin had their own, chapter. It's a lot of cousins. That'd be a thick old book, wouldn't it? Pardon me, I'm going off into a whole nother tangent. That's nothing. This won't be cogent. So people who are anti-cogent, this is not for you to listen. People who are anti-eccentrics, this is not for you to listen. People who are anti-Heyoka empaths, this is not for you to listen. Or people who are anti just the plain Heyokas, not for you to listen. Alrighty. Again, I then said this is bedtime, sleepy time. She's like, oh, why is she so slow with it? Because it's my pace and designed for someone to have tea and curl up in the bed and give this a listen. In my other videos, I'm like, well, listen while you're washing dishes or cooking your food. But I don't think this is the tempo for that. This is definitely, I'm going to bed. I'm going to make some sleepy time lavender tea. And I'm not going to do the YouTube rain sounds because I sleep to those. Yeah, you know about that? The rain, with 8 hours of rain, oh, it's fabulous. They even got thunder. I don't know if I can sleep to that now. But the rain or the ocean sounds, oh. So someone who's like, I don't listen to that. Let me just listen to a bedtime story. All right, this piece is titled Aunts and Uncles. And it's inspired by my cousin, Allie. Oh, Allie McGraw, why I really love her. Why I would like the name because I love her. She was on Oprah years ago as an aside. Again, this is not cogent. As an aside, why I like the name. I love my cousin, but I love the name as well. She said to Oprah about Farrah Fawcett, the late actress, she said, to be that beautiful and still be kind to women. Oh, and I love that for Farrah. Love that for Farrah. She was an Aquarius, you know, and she made the transition on Michael Jackson. Oh, it was tomorrow. Oh, yeah, same day Michael Jackson made his transition there. Yeah, she sure did. Oh, tomorrow I may light a candle for both of them. Where were you when you heard Michael Jackson pass? Leave it in the comments below. I was coming out the courthouse looking for the hot dog stand in New York. I'm a New Yorker. And I wasn't even going to get a hot dog. I was going to get a pretzel, a soft pretzel with the mustard. You can't eat in court, so I'm like, I gotta find a place to sit and eat this thing. And when I was walking, everything was in slow motion. It felt like I was in a movie. I'm like, why is everybody walking like this? Then it felt like I was walking in slow motion. I guess to align with the people. I'm like, what is going on? And I got to the hot dog stand and I asked the guy, is something weird going on around this courtroom, this court building? You know, I don't play with them court buildings. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that was 2009. And 2001 wasn't that long ago. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I'm like, what is going on? Is it the court building okay? Again, I'm eccentric. I can't help it. All right. Yes, I was a comedic actress. I was pursuing that in the 90s. No, sorry. So he's looking at me like, you didn't hear? And he wasn't American. He was an immigrant. You could tell his accent the way he looked. And I'm like, just to give you the visuals, short guy, you know, nice hot dog guy. Uh, Anytime I went to get a pretzel, he was always respectful. And he was like, you didn't hear? I'm like, I hear what? He said, oh my Lord, Michael Jackson passed away. I'm like, the Michael Jackson? He said, yes. So there's different, New York is a melting pot, in case I make this public. Allie, I know you know that. So it's different nationalities, you know, it's just the way we grew up. So, and Michael Jackson's king of pop, icon. The globe knows him, so he was taking it hard, and I'm taking it hard, and I ain't even want the pretzel no more. I just, Michael. I shame Michael Jackson. Anywho, so back to Ali MacGraw. What made me really like her, aside from her artistry with movies and things of that nature, is that compliment. Paying a person a compliment, for me, how my pearls percolate, makes that person look good to me. If I agree with whom they're discussing, I'm like, oh yeah, I agree, yeah, definitely, it's awesome. But I look at them like, wow, because yeah, a great compliment, I'll never forget. I don't know if the person will ever forget. I know to whom they would speak it. I know I won't. Mary J. Blige said of Lauryn Hill. It's that interviews on YouTube too. Check out the Mary Salt and Pepper. I mean Salt of Salt and Pepper, Foxy Brown and Missy Elliott. Four of them. They seated in a cozy little living room space. And Mary said of Lauryn Hill, they was asking each lady what they think of Lauryn Hill. She was Lauryn Hill then, now she's Miss Lauryn Hill. Respect, sing. And Mary said meeting Lauryn was like straight finding out what a woman is. Ugh. I don't think I would ever hear a compliment higher paid by one professional to another. Or period, overall. Until Oprah paid Miss Alice Walker a compliment. Oh, gosh. Miss Alice Walker, the famed author of Color Purple, she was on Oprah's show. And before they went to commercial, I'll never forget it, Oprah said, I wish I could drink this. Speaking of Alice Walker's aura, the energy she exudes. And I'm like, okay, Oprah. Y'all both born in January. You and Mary J. Blige, you're both master number 11s. Is it something with that? Because I just knew nothing was going to top Mary's, but Oprah to Miss Alice Walker. It sure did. So, and with Malcolm X, I read the book Remembering Malcolm by Benjamin Karim. And in that book, he wrote, Malcolm looked tall even when he was sitting. I said, that's it. I close the book. I ain't going to hear a compliment higher than that. I'm just not. Now, I don't know Benjamin Karim's birthday, but Jackie Robinson, the late famed baseball player with his beautiful self, did they really take him off the website for the military? So, how could you want to hide Jackie Robinson? Oh, God, the quintessential American. Number 42. Let's not even go into the politics dialogue. No, thank you. But any event, Jackie Robinson said of Malcolm X, I think Malcolm X called him a something, not a coon. Was it a coon? a buck dancer, or some unflattering remark. And Telegram, he didn't say it in an interview. He sent a telegram to Jackie Robinson. I love you, El Hajj Malik El Shabazz. I love you. Ashe. Love you, Jackie Robinson. All our grace. Ashe. But he sent a telegram, dissing him. I don't know what kind of coonery Malcolm X felt that Jackie Robinson was fitting to do, or did. I don't know. Honey, Jackie Robinson born in January too. Is he the same day as Oprah? I'm not sure. No, I think he's the last day of January. Beautiful, beautiful day. He he telegrammed Jackie Robinson and called him something. Maybe it was a coon. I have no idea. I don't remember verbatim paraphrase. Jackie Robinson replied respectfully and said, Malcolm X, you speaking directly to me? I don't care if it is an insult. You talking to me, I take your insults as a tribute. Yeah, tribute. Tribute. There's not going to be a compliment better than that. It's just not. Okay, I digress. Pardon my non-cogent pontificating here. Back to aunts and uncles. Aunts and uncles inspired by my cousin, Allie. Now, how did I get from Allie McGraw to Malcolm X? Never mind. I can't rewind it. I'm talking here. Now, I don't want this all this long. It'll be long in the memoir. But I was gonna go in the order. Allie, I was gonna go in the order of which aunt or uncle was first. I'm a little girl in Harlem. We're from Harlem. Your mom is too. You're born and raised in Harlem. And their mom is from Florida. But she came to New York very, very young, in search for, better opportunities and working and things of that nature. So our roots is Floridian. And I used to go to Florida in the summer as a little girl. Sometimes my mom drove down there, and that's a lot of driving. But most of the time we took the bus, the Greyhound, me, her, and my baby brother, Man. Or sometimes just me and her before he was born. I don't know, I think my older brother wanted to go, Harlem teen. He wanted to stay summertime, with his friends, I would presume. But down there you get to speak to the elders, or the elders speak to you about our lineage. So we have family, from what was told to me, all over Florida. To the point they was like, don't date nobody down here until you come talk to us and we tell you if you can or not. I'm like, yes, ma'am. They said all over Florida you got kin. So Allie, I don't suggest you date anyone from Florida until you're sure. Especially Tallahassee, Daytona Beach, Merritt Island, Jacksonville. Be very careful in those regions. There's other regions too, but I just don't date if you from Florida. When I was single, you know what I'm saying? We may be cousins, fourth, fifth, third remove. I don't know how in the hell you say it, but so that's your maternal roots, Allie, Florida. Yeah. So they're from Harlem, and my mom is the oldest, and then Uncle Richard. So I think I'm gonna do it because I'm Gen X. Allie, you're millennial? Let me think. Let me see. Yeah, you're a millennial. You're millennial. So Gen X is, we were raised to respect your elders and hierarchy, the order that mattered then. So I'm gonna go with the how the order they were born in. Because before I was gonna just start with the aunt that was the most pronounced, you know, as a little girl. The kids are impressionable, the one that made the grave impression first, you know. But I said, no, let me just do it in order. So my mom, it's my mom, so that would be your auntie. But this is my story of my impression of aunts and uncles. So I'm not gonna. I did one for my mom, but I think I'll leave it private. But I'm not gonna do. I'll see it. I'll pray on it and see what mommy's video. It's pretty short. I didn't do a part 2. I'm not gonna speak with my mom because I guess that would be someone else's video for aunts and uncles, yours, or one of her nieces and nephews, if they should do something like this. But so I'm gonna go right to Uncle. Let's use his nickname, Guitar Slim. Guitar Slim, tall and slim, and played the guitar very well. If that's an instrument you should want to play, I would definitely, commune with that ancestor. Yeah, call me or text me, and I'll tell you what he liked, and you can give him an offering and commune with him about helping you with the guitar. If you want that for your child, the guitar. My niece has a guitar. She got it for Christmas one day. I don't know if it just sits pretty in her room, but she's actually, utilizing it with lessons. They have lessons on YouTube as well. But that's the one, because he'll come in he'll go into the streams. He'll get all in the guitar with you. Earthy Indigo. I don't know if that video's still up, and I miss her video. Earthy, we miss you. She's on YouTube. Earthy Indigo. All lowercase is spelled. Her video she did on the artist John Basquiat. Basquiat. I think he's a native New Yorker too. I love his story. I don't like how his art goes for millions now. Allegedly, his family sees none of the coins. None of the coins. Allegedly, online study. But yeah, just a great, compelling figure, great artist. She did a video on him, and from her video, some young artist, if he likes you, he'll go in the bristles. You know how the person is painting? He'll say, "I'll be in the bristles with you." Honey, I had to get a reading about our Uncle Guitar Slim. Oh man, child. He'll be with you. Just give him his offerings, which is gas and fuel. And just tell him when you give them liquor, this is not for you to get drunk. This is fuel. 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 Be respectful, because he's uncle. He's awesome. Awesome. And I took his passing hard because I didn't even know that, in the 90s, I was in my 20s, but I was in such a space that, anyway, great guy. Nothing but great memories with him. Money and pulling the quarter out of your ear and all kinds of magic tricks. Tall. He'll put you in the mind of Robert Johnson. You can look up his story online. They got so many documentaries on him. Robert Johnson. He'll put you in the mind of that. And they said he met the devil at the crossroads. Folklore. But people who study Ifa said no, he met Echu and Alegba at the crossroads. And we don't see Alegba as the devil. So I guess it depends on your school of thought, different schools of thought. But that's who Guitar Slim put you in the mind of. Robert Johnson, that type of talent. And I don't think, I know he ain't go to the crossroads for the lessons or to get his guitar fine-tuned. No shade to Robert Johnson, but just give you an idea. So love him dearly. He came to my kindergarten graduation. Never any icky vibes from him. Just a beautiful human being. Going too soon, Ashe. And then after him, I believe, is your mom. I think she's older than Uncle. I'm thinking of the names I used in the because if this is public, I still want to protect privacy. So I'm going to use her pseudonym I use in my memoir. So Aunt Lydia is her name in my book, in my pages. And Aunt Lydia is fun. She was fun. I'm sure on the other side she's fun. And just didn't take no tea for the fever, as they used to say back in the day. Nah, no tea for the fever. Don't let them give you no wooden nickels and things like that. The wooden nickels, you saw the movie Sinners? As soon as I seen that, I was like, that was a saying that they said in their generation, baby boomers. Don't let nobody give you no wooden nickels. That means don't take no shorts, you know what I'm saying? And your mom took none, okay? Oh, now, I wasn't around her a lot in Harlem. Not too much in Harlem. But when she moved up to the Bronx, I used to go up there to her place, their place. They had a 1-bedroom in Throsneck. And I would go visit them. And I thought it was just, your sister thought it was awesome coming to Queens to our house. I thought it was awesome going to the Bronx to theirs. It was exciting going across the bridge and it's perspectives. perspectives, Your sister thought it was cool that my mom didn't drink or smoke, or mommy didn't use profanity, and she didn't cuss anyone out. She didn't cuss at all. And she didn't call people names. She had fights as a teenager. I think she got into it with her boyfriends in her 20s, my mom. But just, my mom is definitely a unicorn. Just so different than her siblings. And they knew it. They would say it. The neighborhood would say it. Everyone saw the stark contrast. And I think that's probably having different baby daddies too. You get different type of personalities, and all these ancestors are together in the same house. Uh, um, Black Cauldron. Do you look at her channel? Allie Black Cauldron did a video where she just said that. What was the video's title? Because I would like you to see what she said about when it's two different baby daddies. Everybody's ancestors don't get along. So the house itself is ruled by ancestors. The fourth house, cosmic house, is ruled by Cancer, the zodiac sign Cancer. That sign rules ancestors. I know people get in different schools of thought. School I went to, Isabel Hickey Ashe, blessings be upon her soul. Her student taught me, and her book is phenomenal too. I think it's still out there. The fourth house rules the past. Forever is the ancestors' house. The mother. In real estate, the home. So when you're in a home with siblings with different daddies, or maybe some different moms, depends on what type of household it is, the dynamic. All those ancestors visit that space. If the ancestors don't get along, even in marriage, if your ancestors don't get along with your husband's ancestors, you're like, why is there so much chaos in here? So it's good to always get readings to figure out what's going on in your space. But yeah, mommy was different, and I don't know, they all had their talents. Mommy was definitely collegiate and worked hard and work ethics, and she sewed, she made clothes. A lot of women sewed back then. And Uncle Richie had his guitar and his band, and cool like that. And Aunt Lydia had the respect of the hood, the parties, and just the respect. Her work ethic, and she was collegiate too. Book smart, as far as I remember. Again, I'm speaking to my recollection. Book smart and street smart, and the ear to the street. Respect, and I knew in Harlem, where everyone is Spanish Harlem. We were on the east side, but they respected her too. But it's still, back then we saw Spanish people as us. We, just one Puerto Ricans and us, just melanated. But when she went up to the Bronx, and around them they used to pronounce it Italians back then, and different types of races up in the part that Thross Neck where she was at. You know what I'm saying? We speak in the 70s and 80s. They respected her too. hmm I want to say to look up Stagecoach Mary. There's some YouTube videos about her. Not very many, last I checked. Stagecoach Mary. She worked for the post office. Look her up. Your mom didn't look like her, but that's the energy. That's the kind of respect she garnered. You know what I mean? Yeah, she was a fighter and didn't take no daggone tea for the fever. I wrote about it when I was 8 years old. If something happened, me and your sister was walking over to the pool hall to get a fish sandwich. Because your sister was like, my mom's at the pool hall. She's running things. She's frying the fish. Let's go up there and get something to eat. Because, I think we was going outside to go get a sandwich. And they had the smashy sandwiches. They had, Spanish Harlem got good food. And your sister was like, why spend our money when my mom got making the fish? Come on. So we're 8 and we're walking over there to get the fish, and we passed by a tenement building where a young lady, pretty young lady, chocolate, beautiful lady, who knew my older brother, and she was like, hi, baby girl. Back then, everybody was baby girl, because you may think Aaliyah, the beautiful late singer. Back then, most little girls were called baby girls by the elders in the hood, people older than you in the neighborhood. And especially if they forgot your name, Lord Jesus. But she was like, hi, baby girl, where you going? I was like, oh, to the pool hall. My auntie making fish, making food. Oh, really? How much is a plate? I was like, I don't know, but I could ask her. She said, do that, baby, do that. Let me know how much it is. I'm like, oh, okay. So when we got in the pool hall, I asked your mom how much, was a plate, and she was like, well, what does she want, I said, I guess, fish and sides. I don't know, and she said, well, it's $10, and let me make it. And she said, go get my money, bring my money back. So your mom made her the plate, and I took the plate. Your sister came with me, because we were in the same year, 2 months apart, and so we were pretty cool and very cool as kids. I don't know how our relationship disintegrated like that. Of course, the burglary. Did you read that? I emailed you that manuscript, the burglary. Or did I email you the funeral? One of them, or probably both. I'm not sure. But we spoke after the burglary. It just very strange. But again, then I get readings, so I know what happened with the family according to the readings I get. And I'm gonna listen to those before I listen to any detractors. Okay? No, 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 no. Mm-mm. What would you listen to? Your reading or haters? Exactly, that's how I feel. But I took the food, and she was in the building with a guy, and it looked like they were fussing a bit. A little rough and tumble fussing, and what. But as a kid, you listen to adults. She looked to be about 19, this young lady, and he maybe 20, 21. Both taller than me at 8 years old. So me and I'm thinking of your sister's name in the manuscript, the memoir. I was about to say her name. I know I'm getting tired and fatigued. It's this heat. Shauna. Her name is Shauna in the book. Okay. So me and Shauna, your sister. So we go in the building, and I got the food, aluminum foil wrapped up tight in a bag. I think your mom put it in a bag too. Man, all that stuff fell out the bag. Everything just exploded, went to the floor. I went to hand her the food. It looked like she's trying to go hand me the money, and I'm letting her know it's $10 or whatever. And this guy, whom I don't know from a can of pinto beans, struck me. He hit me at 8, and I didn't cry. That fight, flight, or freeze. In the 70s, we didn't hear the freeze part. Back then, it just was fight or flight. And I'm like, well, what happens if you do neither? And I guess a psychologist must have came up with the freeze. Later on, they came up with fawn. Like there's 4 components now: fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. 4 F's. Yeah, blip. Anywho, but I just remember being stuck. I couldn't run. I wanted to bolt. I couldn't move. I didn't cry. Just stuck, just shocked and stuck. And your sister kept saying to me, "Go tell my mom. Come on, let's go tell my mom." I couldn't even talk. And after a while, she said, "Man, I'm going to go get my mom," because she knew your mom was about it. Okay, I knew, but I didn't know no to that moment. Then I worried for her because your mom is a lady. I'm thinking this woman is this male is a woman beater. He's a female beater. I don't know what the hell his problem was. And Shauna went and got her, and she kicked that door open. Did it shatter like the police would? Okay, and she was like, "Who the f in here like hitting little girls? Oh, I think I see me a bitch made N-word, Oh, you like hitting females? I'm a female, hit me." And he wouldn't. And I was so worried that he would hurt her like he hurt me. And she's the first to teach me about, males that abuse females typically won't fight a man or a woman that's really about it, if you will. She's the one who taught me that, demonstrated it and said it, okay? But yeah, she was cussing him out, and he was acting sheepish, and he's trying to light a cigarette, and she slapped it out of his mouth. She was like, "I'm giving you the opportunity to hit a female. Hit me. You like hitting females, right? Or you just like hitting little girls? Because you're a little girl." And she was just verbally assaulting him, and and hitting him, and take your best shot. Here's my cheek. You like slapping? Here's my cheek, and he just wouldn't hit her. And then he was acting sheepish, like like he was cowering. I could not believe it. I could not believe what I was witnessing at 8 years old in that corridor in that tenement building on the Upper East Side. I couldn't believe it. And that turned into a huge spectacle. More on that in my memoir. But that became my superhero. That moment, your mom became my superhero. I just was, and I'm anti-violent. Your sister could tell you that. So I'm not like feeling victorious because of violence. It's She just proved to me that bullies attack only people that can get away with it. They feel they can get away with it. Only them. Bullies only attack non-combatants. That's it. And I just think that's so cowardly. A coward's ambition. You only prey on non-combatants. That's all. Oh my God. Yeah, bullying is definitely a mental defect. I learned all of that standing there watching. Again, still shocked. Still. Shocked, stark, raven still. It took so much to move my legs to get out that daggone building finally. But, yeah. I'm Lydia, my superhero. Another thing that I didn't witness this, but it was told to me. At some point, my brother was staying with your mom in Throsneck. And he's coming home from work. He's a hard worker himself. The work ethics of the baby boomers, top tier, stellar. Most baby boomers, just supreme work ethic. Ashe, blessings be in Ogun's name. So he's coming home from work. He had like 2 or 3 jobs back then. And from what he said, he ran in, not ran into them, but just walking, a group of pale males encircled him. It appeared to be what's called the R word, assist. How do they say it on here? R assist. I could write it differently. I don't know if you can say it differently. But they're not very nice people, if you will. And the N word and where you're coming from, where you at, what neighborhood you in. He was like, yeah, I'm on my way home. Oh, you don't live around here. We don't have your kind around here. Just all these questions, and just strange. So somebody seen it. I don't know what race they were that seen what was going on, but they ran all the way to your mom's house and was like, oh my God, I want to say they were of a different race. Because I think, because your mom's playing cards, because their mom did that, play cards and cook their food, and just always a social house. So I think the witnesses was like, oh my God, Lordy, oh Lordy, Lydia, they're about to attack your nephew. They're surrounding him. She was like, who nephew? Oh no, not mine. Oh no, not today, Satan, get thee behind me. And she grabbed her bat and I don't know what other weapon she done grabbed and went up there, and they knew her. These melanated beings. I can't say the R word, but these melanated beings knew her and was respectful. Like, oh my goodness, Lydia, this is your nephew? And my brother is he's shocked still. He's like, you know these people? He looking at your mother like, Auntie, you know these people? Yeah, what the fuck you? Oh, we didn't know you knew him. Y'all related? We didn't know. You gotta know he's related to me, not to be an R word. She said the word. Oh, we're not that. We're not that. Because if we were, you would be friends with you. She let them have it. And they back down. We're talking about one woman. Now, I don't know if the rest of the card players went up there too, maybe so, but they probably were males. You know what I'm saying? Probably a couple of females too who play cards. But I'm not sure if they were melanated in the house. Maybe they were Spanish. I don't know. But they probably did follow her up there. But ultimately, she's in the middle of the circle. She's piercing that pale circle to get her nephew up out of there. Just before they laid a finger on his hair. It's just crazy. suffice it to say, he walked another way home from the bus the next time. Now I'm going to find another bus in a whole nother route. I don't need to be walking through nobody's neighborhood anymore. Even though now they know he's related to her, it was such a shocking, life altering moment. I'm going to avoid that neighborhood altogether. And I don't blame him. So that's another heroic moment with Aunt Lydia. This is at 35 minutes. I may do a part two. I think I will, because I don't want them to reach an hour, the aunts and uncles. But this is part one of Aunts and Uncles, inspired by my cousin Allie. I hope you enjoy it. Pardon my stamina. Big Mama is suffering with Big Louie. Louie is what we call lupus in our circle, our lupus support group. So it taxes your energy. So I'll get some more stamina. Maybe I'll do part two tomorrow. I love you much. Peace.